Hey everybody, it's your girl Nell. How are you doing? I hope that you are having a fantastic day. I am having a great afternoon. It's Tuesday, March the 12th. Yes, I know what day it is. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here in the tiny studio. And thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. So what are we going to be talking about today in the tiny studio? Well, like the last time with coffee and conversation, there were some things that I meant to say, but I don't speak from a script or anything. And when I first started here on YouTube, I used to have notes. And from time to time, I do have notes if there are certain points that I want to hit when it comes to maybe dreadlock maintenance, or when I do something like, the five best thing about wearing dreads. Have I ever done a video called the 5 best things about dreads? I haven't. Uh-oh. I think I'm gonna have to write that down. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Let me tell you, as a writer, ideas can pop at any given time. Excuse me for a moment while I write this down. I know you're probably like, what is that noise? And for those of you who, did not grow up in the time era where cursive writing was taught, what I'm doing right now is I'm writing down my notes for because it's an idea. And that's one thing about writers or creatives. We can have an idea that just boom, pop up out of nowhere. And if you're not prepared, you can lose it. Let me get back to it because I'm getting ready to lose it. I'm almost done. So I wrote it on this scrap piece of paper right here. So I will put it in my planner so I can develop that. But did you see? Did you see your girl Nail? I had an idea. I had to write it down. I used to keep, and I need to start doing this. I used to keep a micro cassette recorder on the side of my bed when I would have ideas about, stories or poems would come to me in the night, and I would just, record it, and then I would get up in the morning and write them down or type them out. I love being a creative, being an artist, and um, now that I'm nurturing that side of me more and really letting it develop and grow, you know, ideas just come. And now I respect that side of me and I write them down because it's very important to my purpose in life. It's very important to my passions in life, and it's really very important to, you know who I am overall. When you nurture who you are and what you are, the things that you love, you live a better life, a healthier life. And that is the road that I am on currently, living a healthier life, emotionally, physically, spiritually, all the things, all the things. And why not? Why not have it all? Do you not agree? So this is not coffee and conversation, but I am drinking tea today, and I am drinking chamomile tea. I found this really nice size package of chamomile tea, and I think I found it at Publix. or was it my local health food store? I think it wasn't Publix, it was my health food store. There were my health and wellness store, because it's not just a health food store. It has other things besides that, but it is a grocery store. But inside it has a lot of other things as well. But and their tea section is phenomenal. I cannot think of the name of the place now, but ooh, it'll come to me. It'll come to me. But anyhow, it had a really nice package of chamomile. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and grab it up. As a matter of fact, they had a sale, because it was not just the chamomile that was on sale. It was I purchased St. John's wort. I purchased that tea. I purchased some more hyssop. I got some peppermint tea, and what else did I get? I think it was some rose hip tea. It was something like that. But they had a sale. And so usually those teas are going to run you about, for me at the store that I shop, runs me about 10 to $12 a box. But they were on sale. It was a buy one get one half off. So, I had the $10 box of hyssop, and then the St. John's wort was 5. So I thought that was a good deal. I thought that was a good deal. And it helped me to get my pantry stock for, you know, this funny weather that we've been having in Florida. So my son and the tiny studio assistant, they've been walking around with the sniffles and haven't been feeling well. So they've been sipping on the chamomile tea and the St. John's wort. Now, the tiny studio assistant had, used some St. John's wort today, and I asked her, I said, hey, do you have a headache or something? You feeling pain anywhere? And she was like, no. And I said, why are you brewing some St. John's wort tea? And she was like, I don't know. I said, you would be better off, making some chamomile tea. And I think I have some echinacea tea up there. I said, you would be better off brewing that instead of the St. John's wort, because that is for, for pain. But I really like the fact that, my family is on board with using herbal remedies to, help whatever is afflicting them. And I also buy I buy honey from the Florida's beekeepers. I buy my honey straight from them. And I also have some guava. So I keep guava in the house, because my thing is, we consume way too much sugar, and sugar is really not great for us. And I want to get away from it. And I want my family to break away from it as well. So I figure that instead of just talking, why don't I just be about it? Just keep it on the counter where the coffee, where the coffee and tea section is in our kitchen. And so when they want to make some tea, they have a choice. They can have, I have sugar, white sugar. I have Toronto sugar. I have that. I have Splenda, NutraSweet. I have all of that in a container on the counter. I also have the guava and honey. So you have your choices of which one that you want. I'm hoping the tiny studio assistant, she always picks either guava or honey, and I'm glad. I'm thankful. I'm thankful that some of me is wearing off on her, because it's important that, we teach our children how to maintain a healthy lifestyle. And especially for one day, they may not live, you know, my children may not live in my home anymore. So they need to know now how to take care of themselves when, you know, they're not around. Or they may not be able to call mommy and ask her, hey, mommy, what should I do for this? Or what should I do for that? And having them in the house, and I think I talked to you about this before, how I feel sometimes that um, I'm not exactly parenting them in the traditional parenting thing, you know, parenting mode, because they're all adults now. So what I'm actually doing, it's a different kind of parenting that I'm doing. It's not really parenting, is it? But I feel like in a lot of ways I'm still teaching my children, teaching them how to um be productive adults and how to live, laugh, and love, and do so being the kind, compassionate, hardworking, um, passionate young people that they are. You know, that is always, that has been, you know, my husband and I, that has been our goal from the moment they came into the world. We wanted them to be the best people that they could possibly be, and to live out their dreams, you know? I mean, why not? We are. Oh, we are. So why not them? You know, so you have to equip your children with the tools to be able to do so. I found one of my Polynesian masks. It used to hang in my kitchen some years ago, and I had put it in storage, and I just found it again. Actually I thought that I had put it in storage until the gentleman came by last week to install new flooring in my home, and then that's when I discovered it tucked way back in the foyer closet. So I found those masks, and then I had bought some masks from Ghana, from a store in Detroit some years ago, and it used to hang in our living room. And when we moved to Florida, it has been in different places. It's been in my bathroom. It's been in the foyer. It's been in the entranceway. It's been in the hallways to the children's rooms. That those masks have been everywhere. But I found them all the other day, and so I am thinking about where I want to place them, because I miss them. But you know, when it's an out of sight, out of mind thing. But that, you know, there's some spaces that I see in the kitchen and in the foyer that I'm saying to myself, you know, I want to feel that. And I know I had some max somewhere around here, or some pictures or paintings or something. So where is it? You know, and then one moment I'm thinking about it, the next moment I have moved on to something else. So I was really glad to find that mask again. I really, really was. I have two of them, two of these Polynesian masks, and then I have two of um, the two of the Ghana masks are smaller, and they are of a praying couple. Well, I should say one is a praying woman, and then she's pouring. No, it's a praying woman, and then the other mask is a man who's pouring out libations. So I really, really love those masks, and the installation of my flooring went very, very well. I am very excited and pleased about it. But you know, as any mother, you know that I have been really, really going in on my family about taking your shoes off. Take your shoes off. Clean up behind yourselves. You know, pick up if you see something on the floor, pick it up. You love the way the flooring looks. You're excited about it. Well, you know, now's the time to show that you are, you know? So, that's a mother thing. So what I was going to push this back. What I was going to talk to you about is I was going to show you my baked sweet potato blanket, and I was going to let you take a look at it for a moment, and because I'm still currently working on it, but hopefully I'll be finished with that very soon. Hopefully within the next couple of weeks. By the time March is over, I should have moved on to something else. Let's all pray on it. Because my thing is I want to finish these whips. And if you recall, if you are a vintage, or a returning Tiny Studio guest from maybe 8 months ago, then you know that I had this thing where I wanted to finish all of my whips, which I did do. I took maybe about a month or so. And wait a minute, that wasn't last year, was it? No, that was in 2022. That was 2022. Wow, that's something. In 2022, around I think I think it was around February or March, I wanted to finish all the whips that I had. Just complete them, be done with them, because I was tired of looking at them. They were starting to stack up, and I kept moving on to other things. So I went ahead and I finally finished those projects. And I was just so excited and so happy about it. I think I posted it on the community page. I'm not sure. I don't even know if I had a community tab back then. Uh, I don't know. But I'll check and see. But those whips, I finished them, and one of them has been sitting, you know, I'm supposed to be sending it off to a really good two friends of mine, and it has been sitting in the area of the foyer to be mailed for a year. However, though, I finally got the box that I want to put the my crochet blanket in, and it's called yes, I name my blankets. This blanket or Afghan is called the Crayola crayon blanket, and the reason why is because it's full of many different colors. I should say maybe about 5 or 6 different colors. And it's been sitting. What I did was recently I unpacked it. I unpacked it, refreshed it, rewrapped it, and then put it into a new bag, so that I was waiting for some boxes to arrive so that I could go ahead and package it up and send it off. Well, the boxes came, but they were of the wrong size. So now I had to send those boxes back, reorder a larger size box so that I can package, the Afghan in a nice, comfortable, box, and then mail it off. And I'm trying to get it out. Because my main thing was to finish all of those whips and to deliver them or ship them to wherever they were supposed to go. And that's the last one. And I'm so glad that they have been so patient with me. And, they know it's coming. And as a matter of fact, I recently asked her for her address again because I couldn't find my, one of my planners from, 2022, I think. I used to keep all of my planners in the office, but somehow I misplaced it. So I had to ask her recently for, her mailing address. And I know she's like, girl, that was like 3 weeks ago. What's going on? But if she's watching right now, I got you. I'm just waiting on the boxes. And when they come, I am going to make sure that I mail everything to you. But anyhow, what am I getting ready to do? Oh, I want to show you the baked sweet potato blanket. And yes, like I said, I do name all my blankets. All right, so this is my baked sweet potato blanket. It's getting larger, which is fine. I'll do a full measurement when I'm complete, but for those who do not know, the baked sweet potato blanket was named such because of the colors. I just fell in love with the colors. So the colors are this beautiful orange that reminds me of a baked sweet potato. So that's orange. And then the browns are cinnamon and nutmeg. The whites are the whipped cream, if you choose to have some whipped cream on your baked sweet potato. And then, of course, the yellow, the golden yellow is the butter. And I fell in love with this concept of the baked sweet potato blanket. And I don't know. I just I just felt that these colors to me, that's what they represented. And it was like an organic type of thing because I didn't go into this saying, oh, I'm gonna make a baked sweet potato blanket. No, I just started crocheting, and then, I was trying to figure out what colors would go with brown. And then I saw the Lion Brand skein tones. Um, that's not what it's called. Yes, it is. I think it is. It's called Skein Tones by Lion Brand. I saw when they first came out. I saw the colors and I fell instantly in love, and I had to have them. And so I went over to Michael's and I bought a whole bushel full. I really did. And so those colors, those skeins of brown are in this blanket. Now, what happened is, what's been taking me so long to get this blanket done is the fact that I misplaced I misplaced my brown. I misplaced the skein tone colors yarn. I misplaced it, and so because I misplaced it, I put the blanket down. And as you see, you're going to see little places where I'm going to have to sew in my ends. But I misplaced the yarn because, of course, the tiny studio is tiny. And so when I found it, which I was so happy about, because I thought that I was going to have to go ahead and reorder the yarn, but I didn't have to. So I was just really pleased to find the yarn again and then to begin finishing up. So I can't wait to finish her. I have an idea for a border, and I'm so into like ruffles. I'm so into the ruffled border look. I don't know why, or the shell border look. I just don't know why. I just love that ruffled look. So I'm thinking of course, doing a ruffle on this blanket, but I haven't figured out what color the border is going to be. Is it going to be, I know it's not going to be orange. Is it going to be the butter, or is it going to be the cinnamon or nutmeg colors? And I had this dream that it was a combination of white and brown. So I don't know, but that's my plan. Now I started using those little sewing clips that I had told you about as stitch markers, and that's how it looks. I'm still, it works. It does work. But the jury is still out on the jury is still out on these sewing clips, so we'll see how that turns out. but I did want to see, you know, I saw another YouTuber crocheter using those sewing clips for her as a stitch marker for her projects, and I wanted to try it out for myself. So, like I said, the jury's still out on it. I was trying. Did I use it for my tam? No, I think I used the regular stitch markers on my tams, but because the yarn I was using for my tams is a bulky yarn, and so as you saw, those sewing clips are really small, and I didn't want to cause any, you know, damage or anything to the yarn by using that tiny clip, and I didn't want anything to start, you know, snaring or anything like that, snagging, and that's why I didn't use it on that. So like I said, by the time I finish this project, I don't know whether or not I want to continue to use it. But what I would like though is I would like to purchase some stitch markers that are just, you know, tailored to, that are personalized. Like I could see myself with a stitch marker that's made, you know, that's a yarn stitch marker, you know, like charms. I would like I would like to invest in stitch markers like that look like charms, and because it'll be more personalized, you know, to me and to my experience as a crocheter. So another thing, I'm getting ready to start the spring equinox blanket, and I was looking for something to keep, you know, to keep the project in. So I'm already attempting to go all out for this because I want to, you know, I want to make sure that I want to remain excited throughout the whole year of working on this blanket. And if you recall, the colors are um, purple, fuchsia, white, and I picked a tentative green, but I think that I'm going to go ahead and order the green that I saw in my dreams. You have to reference the coffee and crochet video for that, for what I just said. So anyhow, I want to keep everything together. So I want to keep all the yarn together. I want to keep the hook together. I want to keep the stitch markers together. I want to keep the did I say scissors? I want to get this, put my scissors in this package. I want everything to be together so that when, you know, I decide that I'm going to pick it up for the month and do what I have to do for as far as stitching for that month, I want to be able to have everything in one place. I don't want to have to look for it. I want the hook there. I want everything present in this one place. And you know, this is a tiny studio, so I have to always think about making sure that, you know, everything is organized. So while I was preparing, you know, my foyer, kitchen, dining room, all of that, when I was preparing it for the floor installers to come in, I found a group of bags that, you know how you go to the grocery store and, you know, you pick up a bag, you know, you buy a bag, you know, you may if you're like me, you sometimes you feel like you don't want to, you know, you think about the sustainability of using your own bags instead of, you know, using plastic bags or something like that. So I always pick up a bag or two, you know, and I picked up this bag years ago. The store is closed, and I picked up this bag. Look at it. You see all that dust? Because it was like stuffed in the closet. I picked up this bag called from Earth Fair. I don't know if you have an Earth Fair in your neighborhood, but we had an Earth Fair. I really loved that store. That was a nice store. It was like I want to say it was like Sprouts, but it really wasn't. It was kind of like Sprouts, Whole Foods, and Publix rolled up into one place. It was a really, really nice store. I really liked it. And I didn't understand why it closed down. As a matter of fact, it was like open for less than 6 months. So anyhow, I bought this bag. Actually, I bought 2 of them. I had to find the other one. So this is a nice sturdy canvas bag. I'm gonna have to wash it, and I feel like it's going to be good enough. Oh, look, it has a handle where it could be a nice crossbody, and you can carry it. So I think this would be the perfect bag to store my yarn, to store, you know, all of my scissors. And as a matter of fact, I'm buying scissors. I'm buying scissors specifically for this project because I want everything to be self-contained. And I want to be inspired every time I pick this project up until its completion next February. So to do so, I'm going to have my project, the spring equinox blanket, is going to have its own home. So I thought this would be really good, especially at least for the first, let's say the first 6 months. So because it's going to get larger as the months go by. So it should fit this bag until maybe, I would say maybe around October is probably when the project will outgrow this bag. But from now, you know, to October, we should be good. We should be good. So I found the spring equinox blanket container. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to wash it. As you see, I never used it. Oh, and look, it's made out of recycled cotton. So yes, I'm going to wash this. Oh, it's a machine wash cold with light colors. Lay flat to dry. Will shrink slightly. Okay. Oh, listen. 2018. That's right. That is when we had a Earth Fair in our neighborhood. A Earth Fair market, and I really loved that place, you know, but it was only here for like 6 months and then it was gone. It was like they built it from the bottom, and then the next thing you know, from the bottom up, and it was massive. It was really great. And then 6 months later, it was gone. And then in its place, I think it's the name of the store is called World Liquors or something like that. You know, after that, it turned into a giant wholesale liquor store. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and wash this and get this ready. And remember, the spring equinox videos, I'll start dropping them on the 16th, which will be next Tuesday. And that's when we'll get started making the blanket. And then I still haven't figured out how I want to do this, because my son has I ordered a camera. Well, not a camera. I ordered a ring light set so that it's like an overhead set so you can see me and watch me as I crochet. And he has to put it together for me, but you know, I've had it for like over a month. So maybe I should just go ahead and put it together myself. Because you know, he keeps saying, "Oh, you know, it's not that hard. I can do it. I can do it. I'll get it done." But it's been over a month. So obviously, you know, maybe I should do it. Maybe I should put it together. You know, my mom and grandmother is like that too. I try to go ahead and let my sons and let my husband do certain things. You know, I try to do that, but sometimes, you know, they just be waiting around, and I'm like, girl, just get it done. I don't call them girl. I be like, man, just get it done. What is the hold up? But that is important. Now, I was thinking about my coach situation. I haven't posted any coach videos because I have some things I want to do. And in one of my lives, I showed you this organizing purse organizing, purse organizer that I found on Amazon, and I'm planning to put that up, one in my bedroom closet and then the other over here in the tiny studio closet, because I have purses in both locations. So I need to, um, you know, since this is, a new year, it's spring, as I go through storing all of my winter bags, putting them away, and then taking out all of my spring and summer bags, then I'm going to utilize that storage unit, and then I'm going to storage organizer, and then I'm going to put all my bags into that storage unit. Let me show you what it looks like. This is the picture. So it doesn't look like I'm going to need any help. It doesn't look like it. I don't see any nails. Yeah. No, I could do this. I can get this up. So this is what I'm going to be storing my my purses in. Looks really cool. So we will try it out. And then I guess as I bring out my spring bags, then maybe I'll let you, I'll make a video on what bags I'm going to be wearing for the spring, summer 2024. But I've been thinking about, buying some Coach bags. And now my obsession is with Coach is I'm going into collecting for the later years, but see, or I should say recent years. But because I already have the bags that I want as far as vintage classic Coach, except for the classic saddlebag. I don't have that, and I don't have the legacy saddlebag. So I'm still on the lookout for that, of course. And I'm also on the lookout for the prairie bag because I want one. However, I haven't seen them in the price range that I'm looking for. And yes, my price range has risen slightly since the last time we talked about purchasing Coach bags, vintage Coach bags. Since a lot of you may be new, when I look for Coach bags on the secondhand market, I'm always looking at a certain price range, and usually I get price, usually when it comes to prices in vintage Coach, sometimes, your girl, I get outbidded on certain things because I refuse to go above a certain number. But as you and I both know, inflation, excuse me, inflation is real. Inflation is real. So what I'm going to do is, well, I have already. I've raised my price range to, it was between 45 and 50. $45 and $50. And if me, if I see a bag that's like for $80, I will haggle you down. And I'm good at it. I will haggle you all the way down until my price. And my price hovers around $45, $50. I may go up to 60, but I don't go over that. However, I've had to raise my gauge a little higher. So my thing is I'm starting at 45 and I'll go up to, I will hover around 80. I might pay 80 for it. And even saying that, it just makes me feel kind of funny. I don't want to spend no $80. Are you kidding me? But I will do it if the bag is good, if it's a good bag. Now, I may go over that for a specific bag. So I might go over that price for another stewardess or another crescent in the color of red. I might do that. Or for a stewardess in the color of red, or camel, or nubuck. I might go ahead and do that. But anything else? No, I'm not trying to do all of that. But like I said, I'm thinking about really getting into the later years of Coach. And like I said, you remember, if you recall, I purchased a bag called, I think it's called the Lindsay or the Maggie Lindsay. I can't remember. I think it was the Maggie Lindsay. And that bag was crafted in 2020 or 2021, and I really liked it because it kind of, you know, it had the old school vintage look to it. I like the fact that it had a lot of compartments. It had large hardware, large brass hardware on it, and I really love the handles. But when it came down to how the leather looked when I purchased it off of the secondhand market, I didn't like it because there was no way that I could really clean it, and I could not, the leather was in such a way that it couldn't be repaired. So I eventually, you know, it was in decent condition. I gave the bag to my daughter. And then, the most important thing was when I put my my wallet and all the things that I carry with me on a daily basis into the purse weighed a ton. And I was like, oh no, oh no. So the bag was already slightly, you know, heavy, but I did not know that putting all of my things inside of it was going to break my dang old bag. And I was like, no. And it was on, it's a handle bag. It wasn't a crossbody. It didn't have a strap, a detachable strap or anything. So I was like, oh, I'm done. I like the idea, but I'm not down with it. So now I've been looking at other bags, and one of the bags that I saw that I am thinking about collecting, and let me see if I can find it for you. And I saw it on eBay. Hopefully I saved it in my watch list. Okay. Oh, somebody sent me an offer. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Here it is. It's called the Hobbit. No, it's not. It's called the Bandit. It's called the Coach 1941 Bandit Hobo in size 39. So, should take a look at that. Now, I like it because it's in the hobo style, and I love that. I love that the straps are sturdy. I love that. And I like the color. I'm trying to get into more bolder colors in my young mature years, and I like that. Let's see. There it is. This seems to be in pretty good condition. And when was this bag made? I'm thinking it was made in 2021, but let me see. Okay, this bag was made in 2017. So I like it. But before I decided I want to begin to collect this bag, is I need to get one. You know, I need to purchase one first and see if I really like it, and see if I put my stuff in there, you know, is it going to break my back? Okay, here's the other one. It's in, what are they calling this? Camel? They're calling it beechwood. So here it is again. And it's a really nice bag. It's really, really nice. 2017. This bag was pretty good. As you can see, the seller still have the tags on them. So it hasn't been used. And then inside the Bandit, it has a detachable purse on the inside. So it's like you're getting two purses within one. Two persons within one for one price. So what was the price of the Bandit? Let's see. I can't tell. But I believe these bags cost almost eight. Yep. $6.95 is what they were, how much they cost originally. Can you see that? You probably won't be able to see that because of the glare. But this is in beechwood. Oh, here is the detachable part of the bag. So that's the detachable part, but you can keep it on the inside, but it detaches. So oh, here's some more. It has that nice suede in the middle. What do they call that suede? It's something blood. It's something blood. It sounds really crazy, but I can't think of the word right now. It's something blood, which is the color. So I'm thinking about collecting those bags. Because I like, I'm not gonna say I love Coach, but I've always, you know, I love Coach, but sometimes some of their bags are not up to the quality standards that I know of Coach. And I know that right now they're trying to become more contemporary. They're trying to compete with other major designers, and that's fine. That's fine. But if I'm investing money into a brand, I want to be able to wear it more than one or two times without having or running into some issues with the leather, um, basically with the leather and with the canvas, materials that the bags are made out of. Because, if they start to, if they, you scratch it, which happens, or you spill something on it, which happens, or you place it down in something and or on a seat or something, and it happens. If you can't clean it, who wants to wear a dirty bag? And a lot of bags, they have that large price tag on it, but if something happens to it, you can't repair it yourself. You have to take it in to get it repaired. And then sometimes the person that is talented and has that know how to fix it can't fix it. So you out of a bag, a money bag. You're out. I used to have a closet full of bags like that where the quality was not really up to snuff. However, I spent a pretty penny on the bag, and then you go to a club, sit your bag down, stuff happens. You know what I'm talking about. So that's why I love Coach. But in their later years, their more recent years, the material just is not there anymore. It's just not where it should be. So I have to be really discriminative when it comes to buying Coach. But like I said, I love my vintage Coach. That's why I wear every day. And as a matter of fact, I still have not stopped wearing my Coach Stewardess bags. And you remember that was my number one unicorn, was my Coach Stewardess bag. I love that bag. I'm looking at one right now. I'm looking at the black one, and the brown one is around here somewhere. I just had it. But I am just completely obsessed with the Coach Stewardess bag. I love those bags. I love both of you. And I'll be getting with you very soon. I'm talking to the black stewardess. I am just so enamored with those bags. I mean, oh my God. I love my stewardess bag. I have it stuffed. Okay. As a matter of fact, I just went up to CVS to pick up some medicine, pick up my prescriptions. I had 2 of them. I stuffed them inside the stewardess. I love that bag. That, oh my God, it was so worth the wait. And I looked for a stewardess bag for years until I found one that I was able to get in my price range, and I was able to repair them and to bring them back to their former glory. And I have not stopped wearing that bag. And when did I buy the stewardess? I want to say like in December. January? Probably somewhere in January, I think. I have not stopped wearing those bags. As a matter of fact, I haven't worn any other bag but the stewardess bag since I got it. Now you know that's something for 40 a 40 plus year old bag that I am enamored with and I have not stopped wearing. Now that says a lot about Coach. It really, really does. Well, I should say it says a lot about Vintage Coach. And I'm wondering how this particular bag, the Bandit bag, is going to measure up to, the Vintage Coach Stewardess, baby, because I am fully indoctrinated. The Coach Stewardess bag is where it is at, child. All right, so I am going to get off of this line and I'm going to let you go. And I hope that you enjoy hanging out with me in the tiny studio, talking with me about various things that's going on here. And get excited because soon it's going to be time for the spring equinox blanket, which will be happening next Tuesday. And I will see you throughout the week if you're following me on TikTok, if you're following me on Facebook, if you're following me on Instagram, if you're following me on all social media, you'll get a chance to see about what I'm up to because I will be going live. You never know when I may pop up. And follow me on my community tab because I've been posting some pictures in honor of National Craft Month and National Crochet Month. So follow me on the community tab, but the only way you can follow me on my community page is that you have to subscribe to Simply Nails Tiny Studio. So if you have not already done so, let's pause it right here and you go ahead and you go and push the notifications bell, I should say, and press that thumb for like, and then subscribe. So let's pause it right here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much. If you would like to become a sustainable member of Simply Nails Tiny Studio, that information will be listed in the description box of this video. And child, if you would like to buy me a cup of coffee, all of that information will be listed in the description box below. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you had a great time just chatting it up with me. And I will see you next time here in the Tiny Studio. Okay? Bye-bye.